So I know a lot of us are out here fighting, trying to find ways to make extra income. And while we're out here trying to figure out how to, get our bills paid and take care of our families and all that, AI is scaling at a rapid pace, right? To the point where if you're not using at least one AI tool, you are so behind the curve right now. You got AI platforms that are paying people to work from anywhere, helping them train their AI in some way, fashion, or form. Okay. So today I want to break down this site. It's called Micro One. And I want to talk about how you can use it to land some flexible remote work without going through the usual headaches of trying to pick up a real like W-2 situation. Because trying to interview with these companies these days is ridiculous with the 2, 3, and 4 round interviews. It's like, it's just dumb. Okay. So before I get into it, if you're new here, this channel is all about real ways to make money online. I focus mainly on 1099, flexible work from home opportunities, and basically just side gig work in general. I'm here. I'm not trying to, I'm not coming with fluff, just keeping it simple and just giving you some information that you can use. Okay. So Micro One is an AI powered hiring platform that connects companies with global talent. So I want you to think of this like a smarter version of your traditional boards, a smarter version of Indeed, a smarter version of Glassdoor, a smarter version of ZipRecruiter, so on and so forth. Okay. So instead of you applying for hundreds of jobs, this Micro One system will help match you to roles faster. Okay. And it gives you the flexibility to just go after the opportunities based on whatever your skill set is. They focus heavily on remote positions, especially across like tech, customer support, operations, AI related roles, finance. There's a little something on here for everybody's skill set. Okay. So companies reach out to Micro One because it helps them cut down on their hiring time for the projects they need to get done. So that means less waiting and fewer hoops to jump through for you. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about how it works. Okay. You come to Micro One's website, you sign up, you create a profile, no cost. You're going to go through an AI-based screening process, which is becoming the norm these days to go through AI-based assessments, AI-based screening, AI-based interviews. This is the direction that we're going in. You might as well embrace it because it's not going nowhere. All right. Then you may have to complete like a skill assessment, depending on what role it is. Then you'll get matched with companies that are hiring for your skill set, right? So when we talk about skill set, don't just focus on, what you do in your day job. We also have skill sets that are derived from our personal hobbies and things we like to do outside of work, right? So your skill set encompasses everything, not only your work skill set, but your personal skill set, because we all have things that we know about, okay, that we know how to do. So when people ask you about your skill set, think about it from that perspective, okay? The biggest difference here with Micro One, you're not just throwing your resume into some black hole. The platform will actively try to match you with opportunities, okay? And like I said, it gives you the opportunity to go after opportunities that you see that fit, your skill set, okay? So let's talk a little bit about what kind of jobs you'll find on this platform and how much the pay is, right? Because you're going to find roles that are related to customer support. You'll find roles that are related to sales, admin, operations, entry level tech role type of stuff, software developer projects. Everything is so much stuff on here. I'm not even going to go through every single type of job, but I'll kind of go through a few so you can kind of get the gist of how it works. Okay. So once you've signed up and everything, you'll be able to kind of look at the opportunities that they have. I'm just going to click here and you can even look before you sign up just to get an idea. All right. So let's kind of take a look at these opportunities really quickly. All right. And you can search by role. You can filter this down, but right now they got 436 roles, right? So say you're somebody that by day you're a UI UX designer, whether you work for a company or you freelance or whatever, but you're looking for some extra gigs. They got something on here for you that pays between $22 and $70 an hour. You can click into it and apply for that role really quickly. Then they got this right here, an AI evaluation specialist. If you're someone like me and you've been tinkering around with AI, like you've dabbled with Chat GPT, you've dabbled with Claude, you've dabbled with uh, Gemini, you've dabbled with all these AI tools out there, and you're always doing it. Something like this would be good for you. The pay 22 to 70 bucks an hour. So let me just click into this so you can see. If you click into any one of the roles, it'll kind of tell you what the required skills are. And like I said, these are all independent contractor roles, okay? For this one right here, it just says, it shows you on every role what your key responsibilities are. This particular AI evaluation one, you'll be reviewing and assessing AI generated outputs for quality, clarity, usability, and overall user experience. You'll be contributing to the continuous enhancement of evaluation workflows and best practices, collaborating cross-functionally, identifying the inconsistencies, any weaknesses, any improvement opportunities across diverse content types and visual experiences, right? So it's exactly what they said in the role title, AI evaluation specialist. You're doing exactly what it sounds like you're doing. You're evaluating AI responses, looking for the weaknesses, looking for opportunities for improvement, pointing out the inconsistencies in the outputs, things like that, things that you automatically do. Because when I'm on ChatGPT, I notice the weaknesses based on the prompt and what I asked it to do. I can go in here and I can tell, okay, where we can improve here. Okay, well, that was an inconsistent answer. Last time I put this prompt in, you gave me this answer. Now I put the prompt in today, you give me that answer. So you just got to be someone that has a good attention to detail. Okay, so that's kind of giving you an example of the type of things you can see when you come here to this micro one. All right. Management consultant, project management specialist. So if you're someone that you got skill set as a project manager, or you got skill set as a software developer, or whatever your skill set is, come here because you can find an opportunity to make some extra money. Okay. So like I said, there's 400 and almost 500 opportunities on here right now. I'm not going to go through every last one of them, but there's something for everybody. And I have not seen anything on here that said less than $20 an hour. If I had to say what the average is, they're probably averaging about $40 an hour for all these project opportunities that are in here on average. Okay. All right, so all right, so that gives you an idea of the types of opportunities you can find on here. So it's a great opportunity to pick up some side money. Just pick up a contract. You can pick up 2 contracts, 3 contracts, however many contracts you can handle on this particular website. Okay. Let's talk about the pros and cons of a site like this, right? Let's talk about the pros. The pros, these are remote first opportunities. Who doesn't like the idea of making money from home, right? You don't got to put on, you know, super dressy clothes. You don't got to get up at the butt crack of dawn trying to beat traffic. You don't got to get in your car and then fight the traffic. And then you don't got to deal with the stupid office politics, all that, useless office conversation that you have to dabble in, all that stuff that you have to do, just all the politics of being in the office and then having to fight that traffic back home. It's like all the little things and the headaches that you have to put up with by having to go to the office, you avoid that here. Okay. Faster hiring process for these roles. Like I said, this is not a traditional interview process you're going to have to go through. They're letting the AI handle the assessments. They're letting the AI handle even the interview for this micro one, right? AI matching, it saves time. Same as you want about AI, but it makes things more efficient and a lot faster. All right. And also another pro, this is a good entry point into whatever role you're trying to get into. If you're trying to get into tech, this is a good entry point for you to get a tech adjacent role, right? You're trying to get into project management, this is an opportunity for you to get a good project management adjacent role, so on and so forth, right? Let's talk about the cons. You may need to pass some assessments, and some of you may be weak on assessments. You don't know if you don't try, right? You may need to pass some assessments. Another one, not every role on this Marco One is going to be beginner level. Some of them they want you to have some true skills so that you can bring value to the project. Okay. And then, competition might still be high for the ones the super high paying ones. I saw some stuff on here that paid over $100 an hour. So understand if it pays over $100 an hour and it's something that you're skilled in, you may have some competition there, and that's to be expected, and that's okay, right? So basically, I say all that to say this is not a magic button, but it's a smarter way for you to approach some remote work and make some decent money from it. Okay. So let's talk about who this micro one would be good for. Okay, so this is perfect if you want remote work without the traditional gatekeeping. Also, if you're trying to break into tech or some type of online work, and if you want flexible 1099 style income stream. Now, I didn't want to make this video super long. What I like to do on my channel is present the information to you and then let you go do the rest. I'll provide the links and everything you need, and you can take it from there. I'll make sure the link to Micro One is in the description as well. I'll also include my other link that will take you to all the other remote 1099 gig opportunities that I talk about on my channel. Micro One is something that you're interested in. Make sure to set up your profile, go through the process so you can start getting matched with these opportunities. If you want more platforms like this, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Other than that, I appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Side Hustle for Dollars is out. Peace.